Turkey Day is fast approaching, and that means somebody needs to go out and figure out what wines need to be served with the bird or the ham, lamb chop, pork loin. We have a variety of ideas, but this time of the year is one of those times where a lot of us want a couple of tips on making sure that the wine we're serving complements our dish. Today on Let's Wine a Little, we're going to give you our recommendations to make sure that your meal goes off without a hitch. Welcome to Let's Wine a Little. Thanksgiving. My father loved Thanksgiving. That was his holiday. If there was ever a holiday where we went all out, that's the one. And I gotta say for myself, I believe I've adopted it. I have now hosted a couple of Thanksgivings here in the dining room. And so every year I think to myself, okay, who's coming and do I have what they want to drink on hand? Now, we're not the biggest turkey people. I love a good turkey. I love a good turkey breast. My husband, not so much. But depending on what meat I'm serving and what side dish I'm serving, I want to make sure I have options for everybody who is coming to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with me. So today, I want to share with you my recommendations for what you can serve this holiday season when it's your turn to be the hostess with the mostest. Or maybe you're just going to somebody else's house, you want to bring something, so yeah. You understand. All right, so first on our list, number one, and I mean, there's not really an order to it, but I just like to say number one because it makes make sense. But it is a Pinot Noir. Now, the Pinot Noir is a very versatile red. You know, it's got bright fruit flavors. They are very full. You have rich tannins, and that makes it great when you are serving turkey or any other side. Now, these are for the people who drink your reds, right? So even if you're not sure that your red drinker is going to enjoy this, this will be perfect with any bird that you serve. And that turkey could be baked in the oven or it could be deep fried. You're going to be okay with a Pinot Noir. Now, I do have one beautiful bottle here from Firesteed. It's a great bottle right there. So that is something that you might want to look for, but make sure, well, I should say make sure. If you believe you have somebody this holiday season who is a red drinker coming to the house, have a Pinot Noir on deck and you should be good to go. So second on our list is one of the mainstays, and I believe everybody has probably had a good one that they've enjoyed, but it is Chardonnay. A Chardonnay has the rich, buttery flavors that really pair well with the mashed potatoes, all the way to roasted vegetables. It's really extremely hard to go wrong with a Chardonnay. It happens to be, in my opinion, one of those basic, and I hate to say basic, but one of those all-around well-rounded white wines. I'll say that most people who are white wine drinkers can appreciate and enjoy. So be sure to pick up a bottle of Chardonnay when you're out shopping, when you're getting ready for this Thanksgiving dinner. I myself happen to have a couple of bottles of Chardonnay that I keep in the house. One of them happens to be from Longevity. They are out of California. They have this beautiful bottle of Chardonnay, and this one I specifically brought it here because you can typically find that in your local grocery store. So you don't have to make a run to the big box store or an individual wine shop. You can get that at most grocery stores nationwide, but obviously check it. The second one is from LVE. It is a signature Chardonnay, and this one too is a great one that we love to serve. So Chardonnay is number 2 on our list of wines to have ready to serve this holiday season, because you just can't go wrong with a really good Chardonnay. I have yet to see it. I have yet to see it. Next on our list is one that most people do enjoy, and I'm going to say this, but there is no tone here. It's also a beginner wine, if you will, but it is a Riesling. Now, this is your second option for a white, because sometimes the Chardonnay is a tad too bold and oaky for some white wine drinkers. So a Riesling tends to be on the best side because it covers all the bases. You want to find one that is dry, maybe off dry, because they tend to be a little sweet, but they will definitely complement every single dish on your table. And if by chance you have someone who enjoys a Riesling, they may also enjoy a Moscato. So this next option, as in the, well, I don't want to call it a family, well, I guess it's like a sister. It could be a cousin. I mean, they're both German wines. Let me stay focused. I also have here a Gewurztraminer. This one happens to be from the heart of the desert. It is very similar to a Riesling. So if by chance you're out and about and you want a different option that's not a Riesling, and you want to get this for someone who is just beginning their wine journey and they need something that's a little bit easier to drink, then the Gewurztraminer would definitely be one to serve to them. Now, personally, I just like saying the name. Something about the German W's, Gewurztraminer, Volkswagen. Don't you just, I mean, like, it's just, maybe it's just me. Gewurztraminer, Gewurztraminer. Let me get focused and get on to the next one. All right, so here's our last option. Well, it is and then it's not, but we're going with a Zinfandel. Now, here's what's great about a Zinfandel. The same way that we gave 2 options for those who enjoy white wines, we now have a second option for those who enjoy a red, because the Zinfandel is in the red family. It is bold, it is spicy, it's got so much character. This will go great with your stuffings, and then also like your cranberry sauces and things. So if the person that you are thinking of when you consider red wines is not a big Pinot Noir fan, the Zinfandel may very well be up their alley. And I do know that we're talking good old-fashioned Zinfandel. You can also go with a white Zinfandel that tends to be more blush in color, just a tad sweeter as well. Either way, you cannot go wrong, but add Zinfandel to your list. We happen to have here one from the Brown Estate. We have their Zinfandel there, very robust. And then we also have a Zinfandel from Black Girl Magic. That is also a good one too. So you have 2 reds, Pinot Noir and Zinfandel, and then you have 2 whites, a Chardonnay and a Riesling. And that it'll hold you over in regards to serving something for everybody this holiday season. But what if the person you're serving doesn't drink? We have options for that too. Okay, so for me, when I have family and friends who don't drink, and this is primarily for the kids, I do like to have a sparkling cider or a sparkling grape juice on hand. Because when we do a toast, the kids like to toast too, and so everybody gets to raise their glass. But there are non-alcoholic options also available at your local grocery store as well. Now, I do want to make this note about no alcoholic beverages. Most of them may still have just a smidge of alcohol in the drink. It is not enough to negatively impact the adult who doesn't want any alcohol, and it's not enough to even give you a buzz. Like, if anything, I want to say it's like maybe 0.5% alcohol in there. So when you're looking at non-alcohol drinks or options for your guests, you want to read the label. Now, we have a couple here that we're going to look at. And because, you know, I love a good bottle of champagne at all times, I have a Mionetto, which is alcohol removed and it's low in calories. This is a sparkling wine. So here's an option. And what's really great about these, you can get them, as I said before, at your local grocery store. They have their own dedicated section where you're looking for alcohol removed or low alcohol, like 0.5%. I believe in having all the options. So have some non-alcohol, have some sparkling cider, have some sparkling grape juice, have your full alcohol, but have all the options. But this one is an alcohol removed sparkling wine. We also picked up at the grocery store because, again, we want you to know you don't have to travel far to find these options for your family and friends. The really great thing is, as more people are enjoying a different version of the alcohol versions, we are finding them at the grocery store. So as I'm picking up a bottle for Susie and Uncle Joe to enjoy, I also have one here for Craig. Everybody can have something. So this one happens to be from FRE. I guess just as free. It's a Chardonnay, and this is the alcohol removed from the wine. Oh, it stands for freedom. The alcohol has been removed from this wine. So again, you want to make sure you read your labels, because even though it can say alcohol removed, it may still have like just a smidge. Let your guests know. If they want full on, no alcohol, go with the fruit. If they want the taste of the Chardonnay or the sparkling wine, but not the alcohol, then this will be best for them. Now, here is one from Stella Rosa. And we love Stella Rosa in this household. It is one of the easiest wines to serve. I served Stella Rosa Black at my wedding. There was none left. There was none. Not a bottle was left. But this is a Stella Rosa, and this just happens to be Stella Rosa Black. So again, if you enjoyed the black, there is a non-alcoholic version available. But it does say that it has 0.5% alcohol in there, okay? This is fairly new for them. It has it noted that there is 0.5% alcohol in there, but that's enough to be labeled as non-alcoholic. So when you're working on your menu and you're saying to yourself, I know my family and friends love the Stella Rosa Black, like my sister has sworn off all alcohol. The good thing is I may be able to serve this to her with only 0.5% alcohol, that she won't get a buzz, but she will still get the Stella Rosa Black flavor that she has always known and enjoyed. All right, another fun episode giving you guys some options for what you can serve this holiday season. And we start to see an uptick in wine sales and sparkling wine sales during the holidays. But isn't it great to know that you can have 2 whites and 2 reds that will complement your entire meal? We have the Pinot Noir that is versatile. It's this beautiful red that has grapefruit flavors and will complement your turkey or any other meat that you serve. Okay, well, tofu isn't meat, but let me not go down that path. We also have the Zinfandel that is bold and spicy and rich, and it too will go great with your stuffings and even your sauces. We have our classic Chardonnay that is rich and buttery. It loves mashed potatoes, it loves roasted vegetables, and it tends to be one of those white wines that everybody enjoys. And then lastly, we have our Riesling, which is nice, maybe dry, a little off dry, a little sweet, but will definitely complement anything on your Thanksgiving table. And for those who want a different option, but want to stay in that Riesling family, there is a Gewurztraminer that you can also serve to those who are at your holiday event. And lastly, but not least, we do have our non-alcoholic versions. Keep in mind again, even though it says alcohol removed, there may be 0.5% alcohol in there, so be sure to check your labels and let your guests know. There are options where they can have 0% alcohol, so have that sparkling cider or a sparkling grape juice, or they can go with the alcohol removed version that may have just 0.5% but definitely low in calories, not enough to cause a buzz and not enough to negatively impact any healthy adult. I don't know about you guys, but I am excited about this holiday dinner. We are going to be hosting again. I've got all my options, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I haven't picked up my sparkling grape juice yet, but I still have time because I'm still getting my menu together. But at least this holiday season, if you choose to be the hostess with the mostest, or if you're going to someone's home and you want to bring something that is going to go over well, you have 4 options that you can now work from. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.